I think getting a bunch of I think the nice thing about like most people is you could just make them download a picture that says like virus downloaded or something, and that would be enough for them to just like
wipe their computer,
throw their computer in the trash,
Yeah.
kind of a mental virus. It's like Morgellons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Oh
a
shit!
brainworm.
I can't believe I forgot to tell you this about that Denny's. Holy shit!
Wait, is there?
Oh my
Is
god!
there a
I
Morgellons
can't
thing?
no, it has nothing to do with that, even a little bit. But I did see a waiter named Schreck. Schreck. Shrek.
Shrek.
And before you ask, he didn't look a lot like Shrek, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he just looked like a guy, but his name was Shrek.
Dude, you know that guy that guy applied to like a bunch of different jobs, and he was like he applied to a bunch of jobs that didn't require you to wear name tags, and none of them accepted them, and he was like
and then the ones with name tags only accepted him because they were like, well, this will be like a feature of the restaurant.
He could be like our mascot.
Yeah, well, what he should have done, because this is in California, he should have tried to get a job at Universal Studios as a Shrek walkabout character.
Right.
And then when some little kid walks up to him and kicks his leg and says, "You're not really Shrek," he takes off the helmet, and they don't know who he is, because why would they know this guy? But then he says, "No, what do you think now?" And then says, "Oh, yeah, my name is Shrek. You guys, I forgot to... You guys wouldn't know that, I guess. I'm not famous."
The guy who played Nosferatu was named Schreck.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's a piece of true. Max Schreck.
Oh, okay. Last name though.
So yeah, but I mean, I feel like his friends. If your name was Max Schreck, I feel like people would call you Shrek.
Yeah. If my name was Caleb Superman, I would hope that you would call me Superman.
I was double check before I said that I was double checking to make sure I remembered it right, and I searched Max Schreck, and it has the like people also ask thing on Google, and here are the questions. The questions are: was Max Schreck a method actor? What is the meaning of Nosferatu? Is Nosferatu scary?
I don't think Nosferatu is very scary. They didn't figure out how to make a scary movie until like The Exorcist.
Yeah. I think he's scary looking.
I mean, he's like ugly, but like that's not scary to me.
I think he's scary. I think he's one of the scariest guys in the world.
You're just lying. You're just trying to make a point. You're not. You do not think Nosferatu is scary.
Have you seen his fingers?
You saw Nosferatu right now, you'd say, "Oh, he's a swimmer. He has Marfan syndrome."
I wouldn't say that. I would say that's Nosferatu.
Well, that might be your first thought, but then you'd say Nosferatu, obviously not a real guy. So that guy who looks like Nosferatu has to have Marfan syndrome.
He is a real guy. It's based on a real guy named Max Nosferatu.
You're just making shit up now.
I'm not making that up. I'm reading it off the Wikipedia page right now.
There was another guy who worked at that Denny's whose name was Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Yeah,
that'd be a really good last name.
Well, I will say that I think Shrek is of all fictional characters, I think Shrek is the least likely, like the most unexpected actual name I've ever seen.
Probably.
Like I could not think of another fictional character. Wait, I have to go real quick.
Okay.
My groceries are here. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to keep recording. All right, I'm back.
All right.
I got my LaCroix in the mail.
Yeah. While you were gone, I was Googling Tartarian Empire mud flood just to get a surface level idea of what this is. And the first article about it is from Bloomberg. About it, the conspiracy theory, and the second one is from the Crimsonian, the voice of Dover High School.
Those are the two sources that we have.
A high school newspaper article about the Tartarian mud flood, and it says at the bottom, "Please note that the opinion expressed in this article are not representative of Dover City School staff, administration, or board of education."
They should put more. They should put more like. So like op-eds, like you can say whatever you want in an op-ed, right?
Mm-hmm.
They should let more like just completely crazy people write op-eds in New York Times and Washington Post and shit. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like they should let Schreck do it. I bet he has some wild opinions.
Schreck, I mean.
Oh, the other thing about Schreck is that this guy, I'm sorry to be stuck on Schreck, but this guy was probably like mid-30s.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay, so that means that he was around middle school when the first Shrek movie came out.
Right, yeah.
So I was just imagining like his first day like at school, and his best friend comes up to him like right as he enters, and he's like, "Hey, did you see the news?"
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I can't be friends with you anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure also because like, he probably like went to see a movie and that the trailer was like,
yeah, exactly. It was like, this summer, this green monster's making fairy tale land his bitch or whatever, and he's sitting in the seat like, oh, this looks great.
Yeah.
Coming in 2001, Schreck,
the farting green stink ogre.
Yeah. He farts in mud and he fucks a log, and he's like, oh, this looks funny as hell. His best friend's a black donkey, and they're both stupid as shit.
Oh my god, they're ugly too.
This is gonna be awesome. And he
turns into a prince, and it's funny because he's so ugly normally.
He kidnaps a girl and tries to fuck her. This guy's seriously fucking weird as hell. I wonder what this movie's called.
Yeah, his ears look like fucking disgusting.
He's so fucking ugly that his wife caught it. And also turned ugly.
His skin looks like green salami, and he smells like it too. He's so
He pulls
gross.
a candle out of his ass because there's so much wax in it. He's fat.
He's fat because he eats bugs like they're candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like Timon and Pumbaa and the Mucinex monster all mixed together.
If he was real and in middle school, he would be bullied for this.
If you knew a guy who's named after this fat piece of shit, you should kill him. Coming soon, DreamWorks Pictures presents You. And a big finger just comes out. It's a 3D movie. Yeah. Just points right at him. It actually comes out of the screen, and everyone in the audience sees it. This fucking kid.
Well, what they did, it was like a premiere screening for a different movie, so they're doing a special promotion, and they're like, check under your chair to see if you won. Being the namesake of our new hilarious fairy tale movie. And he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna be Prince Charming.
That's right. Yeah. This fucking stupid kid.
Yeah, and this other kid's gonna be the short prince.
Yeah,
named Farquaad was there too.
And here are the rules of people named Schreck. Number 1, they don't get any presents on their birthday. Number 2, they have to skip lunch. Number 3, no recess.
He's green and stinky and fat and ugly. And get this, we're gonna make like 1,000 movies.
Yeah. Plus, we're gonna do this every year. And a bunch of specials every time there's like like Cinco de Mayo.
Any kind of holiday, we're gonna make a special. He's gonna be the face of our brand. I bet you can't wait to play Shrek All-Stars Brawl on Game Boy Advance with your friends, with your link cable.
Because then you can just like you've always wanted to. You can beat the shit out of Shrek. Fuck Shrek and fuck this kid. The guy who's talking in the
and then the director's on screen. He's like, we actually used motion capture to make Shrek move exactly like the kid.
Yeah, and then there's like all these like farts, hidden cameras everywhere.
Yeah. His farts were actually designed from Shrek's real life farts that we captured in the classroom.
Cut to the kid Shrek in a bathtub just farting so hard it makes a hot tub.
The director's holding like a tennis ball and a stick over him.
Sometimes reality is stranger than fiction. We found the nastiest little fucker in Texarkana, and we turned him into a green fucking monster. And we passed a law, federal law, that means that he specifically can never change his name.
We followed this little fucker around and fed him bugs until he got fat and green from being sick.
Yeah. Director sitting on a chair. He's like, so basically, we started by finding just the worst, most stinky green kid we could find. Right. And we patterned every part of Shrek's character on the child.
We actually, we forced him to live in a hut for several months, and we put a psychic driving helmet on his head and actually forced him to listen to a Scottish accent for months until he developed one.
Oh fuck, dude!
Yeah. We squeezed his ears till they looked weird. And we made him wear a gross brown, disgusting outfit.
I think if that was me, I would just get plastic surgery to look like Shrek.
Yeah.
You know, because
then
if
like...
people, you know, you obviously you look like Shrek. You're walking around fucking Shrek'd up, and then someone comes up to you. And they're like, well, you just like, this isn't that cool because you just like paid to like have all this shit to look and be Shrek. And then you show them your birth certificate and they go, oh my God, I'm rethinking all of that.
Well, the Shrek movie, it was an innovative motion capture technology where they actually, every character in that movie was based off of a real person. So they had Fiona, the beautiful princess. They had Eddie Murphy, the donkey, you know. They had Shrek. Yeah.
And they basically, they would, what they did is they convinced the kid that there was they sent the kid to a slumber party, which the slumber party was actually all producers of the movie. And they played a game in the movie in the slumber party called Who Can Have the Most Tennis Balls Duct Taped to Their Body. And then they just basically recorded that. And the kid is so stupid. I mean, he's Shrek. Come on. And he was like, God. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd love to play that game. And they were like, oh, yeah. And then the second part of the game is you have to like pretend you're picking up something heavy. And then you have to do a hug. And then you have to run for your life. And they had hidden cameras all over the slumber party that got every piece of that.
Now pretend you're signing this release form with a real pen.
Now pretend you're kissing your mom.
They motion captured him signing the release form too. They're just like, and now pretend you're writing your name, and then they use that technology to actually digitally add his signature.
Yeah, the worst part is that
that became the Shrek logo.
And then they motion captured his own mom to be Fiona, just to make it even more embarrassing for him when the movie came out.
Yeah. A fun fact, when they filmed that scene in the hot tub, that wasn't mud. That was poop. They made him sit in poop.
And here's the best part.
It's much like how back in black and white movies, they used to use like chocolate syrup for blood. Poop has a better consistency for the screen than mud does. So, you know, you got to take it for the team and send this poop, kid.
And then Shrek got put into witness protection because everybody wanted to kill him. And they sent him to Bakersfield, California, where he works at a Denny's now.
Yeah, one of the only 3 Denny's with a bar. They were like, we're gonna send you to work at this high profile bar. There's only 3 in the country because they are so it is
so exclusive,
special. It is unique.
Yeah, and he's legally not allowed to change his name, so he keeps the Shrek name tag. But every once in a while, he'll walk by a table because he's busting dishes, and a kid will burp up a Pepsi, and then his dad will say, "Hey, better out than in," I always say, and then Shrek's eyes just go completely black.
Yeah, we're sending you to, a luxurious new placement. You know, the city we're sending you to, it's industry rich. I don't want to put any ideas in your head, but like oil. So I'm just thinking like Dubai. Yeah. Like, any direction you look, buildings as far as you can see. Oh my God, I'm going to Dubai. This is so exciting. I'm going to get gold out of a vending machine. And there's a Corn Street sign too.
Yeah. And then he's like, Dubai. Well, that's an interesting feature in Dubai. I didn't realize that they were such fans of corn. Well, gee, mister, where am I headed? Well, Shrek, we're putting you in Bakersfield.
That is the best place for a guy named Shrek to live, I think.
Yeah. And at first he's like a little hopeful. He's like, Bakersfield, Haiti? No. No. You wish, Buster. Bakersfield, California.
Yep. And Yeah, and we're giving you 2 choices of jobs. You can either be a bartender at Denny's, or you can taste the oil that comes out of the derricks to make sure it's good.
I'll take the oil job. Actually, that position was just filled after I told you.
Yep, unfortunately, Donkey took that one just now.